Congressman, thanks so much for being with us. This discharge petition has ripened. People are signing it. The White House is fighting it. They don't want this full vote that Thomas Massie wants. And Speaker Johnson now says it's moot. You don't need to vote for a full release of the Epstein information. What do you think about that?
Thanks, John. Thanks for having me. Yeah, welcome to the Comer cover-up. You know, I mean, we've been gone for 6 weeks. He just releases 30,000 pages the day before a vote. He could have released it, you know, over the last 6 weeks, but they waited just enough. They held these documents from the public. They held on to them so they could release them the day of the petition. Why don't they want the petition to pass? What are they afraid of? What are they hiding? Those are obviously the questions that the American people have. And then you got James Comer, who's in charge of this whole thing. You know, this is a guy who took information from a Chinese informant. He lost an informant. He took Russian disinformation in his last investigation. So this is the Comer cover-up. I mean, look, he didn't come up with this idea on his own. He's not that bright. But he's obviously executing the plan that the White House has come up for him.
And that plan is what, in your mind? To not release the full documents? They've released some. This discharge petition calls for the full release.
Yeah, so they want to deflect, and they're trying to bury this now in policy. So here's what they're going to do, John. They're going to pass a rule, okay, which we pass every week we're up here in Congress. When you're in the majority, you pass a rule. The rule is what allows the bills to move or resolutions to move for the week. The opposite party always votes against the rule. So whether we were in charge and they were in charge, right, the other side, the minority votes against the rule. In this rule, they put this Epstein thing in there. So they want to say, oh, Democrats are now voting against it. They want to message that, right? They also want to say, look, all of our Republicans voted for full disclosure. It's not true. Comer actually is the one who gets to decide what to release. Comer is the one who gets to decide what to redact, all on his own. And so there is no transparency. There are no hearings. Where are the hearings? Bring in the witnesses. He's burying these depositions in the basement so nobody hears from any of these witnesses. And then he's going to issue some report. Comer lost the trust of the American people in his fake faux Biden impeachment scam. And now you got the Comer cover-up. When it comes to Jeffrey Epstein. He's doing the White House's dirty work, looking for the president's endorsement on his way to be trying to become the governor of Kentucky.
Just so people know a little bit of the backstory here, you were on the Oversight Committee in the last Congress, and I think suffice it to say, you and Comer had a complicated working relationship. You don't look highly upon his leadership of this committee, do you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could, if I had to fill out that form, like where am I single, married, open, I would say our relationship is complicated. It's a complicated relationship. I mean, you know, James is a friend of mine, obviously, a dear colleague. But look, I think we should measure him at his success or lack thereof. And at the end of the day, he did a 2-year investigation to Biden impeachment. Didn't happen. Again, he took Russian information, lost an informant, was getting information from Chinese spies. And now you have the Comer-Epstein cover-up. This is the Comer cover-up. That's exactly what's going on. Let's take a vote. Let's hold some depositions. We'll call some people in. I'll do Newsmax. I'll do Fox. I'll tell people what we're doing. And I'll pretend like there's some sort of process to release this information when actually they're hiding it in plain sight. See, that's where they get to do. They get to say, like, hey, we're the most transparent folks ever. Look what we're doing. But actually what they're doing is they're hiding in plain sight. So yeah, look, let him play Encyclopedia Brown with his fake investigation here. But this is absolutely a Comer cover-up.